Okay, I'll skip through it quickly, yeah? You can watch it, like, to be 100%. Okay, so this here. This is really good. I said after this trade happens, you can always think about... so those minions are auto-attacking you. Now they've de-aggroed. Instead of running straight back, you can just hover around here. Just creates more pressure. Yeah? So hover on his side of the wave. Not your side, on his side. Just a small detail, but yeah. Talking to myself, mate. That's it. And then I said, when you hit... Okay, so you've got two options here, right, Goose? When this wave hits, you can crash it straight away. So you just go nuts. Auto attack, shove it. Or what you can do is slow push it. And look to fight the Urgot and punish him. So where you should be standing right now is around here. At least. So you hitting 2 in this position is a little like... because as soon as you hit 2 here, I think if you flash E him, you've got like an opportunity to kill him. And I also think skilling Q is way better than W. Right? Now, I said at this point here, you can flash E. He has his E and his shield, I understand, but you'd come very close to killing him. If you don't kill him, he lives on 50 HP, he has to recall. And he has to waste TP just to stay in the lane. At that point, you have TP advantage. And you'll have like the minion advantage as well. Because he can't access the wave. He's going to miss minions. So even here, I think you can just go full aggro, fucking win the lane. And I think you even saw it there. And then this is probably like the most important mechanical tip. When this guy turns around here, right? Look what your character is. He's still facing the other way because he's scared of you going on him. But now, because you're facing away, he's going to be like, oh, I'm safe. And he's going to turn back around. This is where you can click from here down to here again. And what will happen is that when this guy clicks over here, because he thinks he's safe, his character's going to move into like this position, right? You quickly turn around, you move here, you put yourself in E range. So it's like you chase, you chase, you chase, you chase, your mouse goes back here, and then back here instantly. You see this? So it's like you just mind game him. Now, it's really important to think about your minions as well, because you're level 2, he's obviously going to hit 2 at some point, and it will be off that minion. I think. Because that is stacked, actually, isn't it? Maybe he won't. But what I'm saying is, like, if that minion was a little lower, I think going for a flash would be risky, because if he auto-attacks it and gets it, he'll hit level 2 and you can't kill him. So that's just something to be aware of, if you do go for a play like that. Good. You can always think about just flash auto. I'm not sure like how your auto attacks would work, but like you have your passive back up, right? So I think maybe flash auto attacking would kill him. With Conqueror, actually, yeah, 100%. Like both your auto attacks there would kill him. I'm just not sure if he would be able to like flash away. So after this trade, right, you could always like just walk towards him. But you have both of them up, no? Like your left and your right. Which one's your strong one? Your right, yeah? Like it goes left, right. Yeah, so like right now it's reset, yeah? Like your auto attack. You've got your left and right, no? So now you can just run up to him and maybe flash. So, boom, boom, hit, boom, boom. That's what I'm thinking in my head. No? Am I drunk or... It's possible, yeah? Yeah, you see it? Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure I'm not being, you know, NA plat, but... Sorry, that was fucking toxic. I take that back. But yeah, starting, getting Q second, I think is going to be better. Because if he's smart, I mean, even if he's not smart, he's going to be playing back, and that's where, like, your Q and the movement speed comes in handy to fight him. Yeah, so you have two options here after you shove this wave. You can either base right now. What would you do after basing, though? So you can actually tell me the plays. So you base and you do what? Or the other play is to do something else. So if you're going to stay, what do you do? Because what you do, you just click around, playing with yourself. Yeah, so you could buy another D-Blade, you could buy potentially a Longsword, which I think builds in a Gore Drinker, right? Because you have Phage, yeah? That's right, yeah? So you could get Longsword, 2 pots, you could get D-Blade, for sure. I think D-Blade would be very fucking strong. So if you do that, What's your next play? So you buy, so you base, hit the base, you buy, then what? Fuck the crab. Crab's up in 15 seconds. That doesn't exist. And you're going to miss, like, maybe even this whole wave. Good, so you TP back. What happens if you don't TP back after buying D-Blade? Because look at Urgot. He's level 3. He's not missing minions. So even though you fucked him over, in a minute's time, he could actually be ahead of you. Why? What do you miss that he doesn't? If you don't TP back. If you're walking back to lane... Yeah, you're out of lane, right? Yeah, good. So you're going to miss all this wave. What lots of people don't understand is that when you don't crash it cleanly like this is what I call it. It's a dirty crash, mate. Because your minion wave, even though it's crashing the enemy tower, it's fucking blocking these minions from getting back to the middle. And these minions are going to also hit this wave, so you're going to miss these minions. People don't realize this. Yeah, okay, you fucking hard push. Congrats. Pat on the back. But you're going to miss XP. This Urgot is actually going to be like level 4 when you waddle back to lane and ahead of you. Right? So the two plays are, one of them, yeah, you recall straight away. D-Blade or Longsword, 2 health potions, whatever it is you want to go. TP back to lane. Maybe even on this minion if you did it straight away instead of running around here. You can just like walk back to that point, recall, walk in the brush, recall, TP back. Bang. You're back in lane. The other option... might be kind of like hard to see, but I think it's like kind of obvious to be honest once you're aware of it, is that these minions here, you can use them to your advantage. So what you can do is legit just run into the tower and hit it. What this Urgot is going to do, because it's not high elo, is just hit you. What does this mean? He's going to draw minion aggro. This minion wave of yours is going to do a lot of damage. So even though it's crashed and it's under the enemy tower, oh, you can't do anything, you still can. Especially with this HP advantage you have. If Urgot is full HP, you don't fucking do it, obviously. Never. But the reason it's so good here is because of this HP advantage. So let's say Urgot does half your HP. That's it, mate. That's your HP. Probably shouldn't do it in this color. That's your HP left. Okay. What happens if you do 200 damage to Urgot? That's his HP. So even though he wins the trade by doing half the HP, your HP or whatever, which is what, like 350? You only do 200 to him? He's on 150 health. You're on close to 400 at the end of it. So even making like a risky play like this is really good. So you just run to the tower. If he auto attacks you, all your minions go on him. The next step is after that happens is to try and wait for him to use his cooldowns. So if he uses his E on you, that is the fucking big one. If he saves his E, it's very hard. You probably can't kill him. But if he uses his E, you can combo him and kill him. Easily. But it would be important to wait for that shield to go down. So it's like, maybe Riven is a similar one. So if Riven has a E, yeah, and she E's forward or does some shit, as soon as that shield is down, fucking bang. Easy kill. Under the tower, you'd actually kill a Riven doing this. So if that was Riven on that HP, you run to the tower, she auto-attacks you, minion aggro, and then she like Qs you, and like wastes her full combo, she might get you down to this, but it's like, who gives a fuck? Then you can just combo and kill her, and you flash out with Triumph. So it might be hard to see, and you're not gonna like execute that perfectly, but if you try it, and fucking I did a video for Game Week, some dude did exactly the same thing. Like, I can show you if you want afterwards, if you can't see it. Okay, good. He will have a slow pushing building wave and Urgot won't be able to reset unless he TPs. Yeah, right, so Urgot can TP back with a pushing wave, so you don't win. So this wave is going to slow push back, eventually, but if he walks back to lane, he misses this whole wave. The whole wave. If Urgot just recalls, same time as Goose, so Urgot recalls after clearing this wave and TPs back to the lane, he's going to be ahead. Here we go, bro. Let's have a look. So I think if you're going to stand like this, it's obviously just pointless, right? Those are your two options here. But now, because you've made this play, we have to just judge it, you know, like independently. Okay, this is the play you've made, right? Let's go from here. Get in the brush. Like, standing out here does nothing, right? This Urgot probably thinks you're recalled. He might not actually, because you were showing. But standing in this brush means that when the wave kind of like collides at whatever point it does, it means that if Urgot ever moves in a fashion like that, like anywhere kind of around here, you can just charge at him. Very easy to see though if you're standing like this in the open, right? That was really good. You stopped his E. So when you E, Goose, just click on the enemy champion, right? So when you E, okay, you think you're going to take a tower shot, that's fine. I wouldn't even really be that worried because you have your W. So as soon as you run up and you E him, just have your right click on him. So you don't actually need to move your mouse anywhere here. Just right click, and then if the tower hits you, run away and then W. So you have to W there, to be honest. That's what I'd do. This guy just used his E. He's not going to go on you. There's nothing to really worry about here. I would just use your W there just to like preserve health. And you actually win that trade at the end of it. Do you win this game, by the way? The team is 0-1, mate. Not good. You win the game, nice. Do you stomp him? Okay, so enemy jungler is... Who's the enemy jungler? Your bot lane is Smurf, really? Okay, so at least his bot, so now you know it's just you and Urgot. But you see like how he has more XP here? This is what happens, by the way, like when you have the like a couple of waves under his tower, he's gonna get more XP for it. It's Deb. Yeah, it's fair on Elise, bro. Is it actual? You're win trading with him? Let's go, dude. Right, this is where I'd be looking to be super fucking aggressive. Getting hit by that isn't really the worst thing in the world. Okay. This wave, just try and hit the cannon if you can. So it's a little risky now. I mean, honestly, it's probably not because he's Zoom. He's not running cookies, yeah? If he's running cookies, I don't think you can go on him, but he's not. So look in the top left, right? He's just got a D-blade. This guy has fucking no mana. So him actually queuing here is really good for you. Look at his mana. He's got 63 mana. There's no... He might not even have enough mana to fucking E, to be honest. So I think even here, you could play really aggressive and kind of go nuts on him. Whatever that would look like. Yeah, so you do it now. Right, so you're taking like all these factors into consideration. Right. With this wave, if you want to make it easier for yourself, try and hit the cannon, yeah? So when this cannon kind of collides like it does now, it's in a great position, hit the cannon. Get rid of the fucking cannon. If this cannon's not here, look how good that looks. Oh. Oh. You like that noise? So look at that. If there's no cannon there, how easy is that for you? Oh, that is dream. That is the dream. So yeah, cannon first if you're trying to thin. Makes it so much easier for you. Unless you need the cannon to freeze, get rid of the fucking thing. That aids. Yeah, so hitting these ranged minions, pointless. Get rid of that beefy boy. Look at him, he's annoying you now, right? Now you're like, fuck, but you have to see it before. This guy, again, is kind of like low on mana. I'd just be looking to fucking go nuts on him. Like, just run into him. Just run into him. Even though you don't have your Q here, like, what's he gonna do? At least was bot side as well, so you've got the green light. Please stop his back. Right, Goose. Okay. You see this blue bar? This is called mana. Okay. When a champion like Urgot, who relies on his abilities, okay, has no mana, do you let him recall like this? No. N-O. Run into him. I don't care if you're on 50 HP. No, I do. Good, I like this wave management. You TP back. Now you want to fight him on full mana, and he's got the minion wave. So this is like 10 times riskier, look. And he kind of like wins. See the difference? Good dodge. Good camera. That was actually a really good camera. Just Q, just Q. Okay, so you have to go a lot earlier here, right? This Urgot is in an amazing position as well, because when he's standing like that, it might be kind of hard to see, but if he's standing over here, you can go like this. Don't fucking run straight. Run around. Yeah, or you can, well, I mean, flashing on his head, I don't actually know if you have a chance to, but you have to Q here. And if you can run like this, you're going to cut him off with the Yi. So it's like you double gank him in a sense, you're two junglers. If you go like this, he's going to have all the time in the world to E and then flash, and by the time you fucking get near him, he's over here. So when he's moving like this, I actually think it's so good, and you can go like this. But you have to go, like, even before this Yi gets here, you can just start fighting him. Which is kind of what you look to do, but for some reason here, we're standing so far back in the minion wave. When this Urgot is auto-attacking, he should not be allowed to auto-attack. So you should be standing on top of the melees, even controlling this brush, yeah? Instead of being all the way back here. Think about it as well. This guy has no sustain, no health potions, look. Nothing. No TP. So if you force him out of lane, even if you take kind of a risky trade, you have this to heal back up. Yeah? He doesn't. All he has maybe is second wind, right, in his runes, if he's running it. That's it. Apart from that, he's fucked. Him hitting the wave as well with D-Blade is him, like, kind of sustaining too, so he should never be allowed to auto-attack. Yep. And he dies, but that's just because we're not in a position to set up the gank. Yeah? So again, your positioning during the lane, bro, is so crucial. It's so much better, right? So much fucking better. That's why we're in plat. But I think, like, you can take it to another level. Yep, I know it looks really ace to freeze this, but it is definitely the right call. You could even think about here, might look kind of toxic, is recall. Oh, no, actually it won't freeze, I don't think. If this was a freeze, you could always think about recalling and getting a whip. And coming back to lane, because you know this Urgot now is going to have gold, which is annoying, and sustain, so it's definitely something to think about. But because it won't freeze, like, now you have to stay in lane. I would just fucking hard shove this. Again, the reason you would hard shove this, it's very kind of nuanced, what is it, waves? But the reason you would hard shove this is simply because Urgot has gotten gold, yeah, from a free kill. You haven't. He's going to spend that. He has a pickaxe and D-Blade, same as you. Now he's going to come back with a whip or whatever it is. Okay, and we're going to be behind. We want to quickly shove this wave out so we can then match him in terms of gold spent. Yeah? Yeah, you just need to get to base here. And it's great because it's not a cannon wave and you can do it really quickly. If he chooses to freeze the wave, I still think you can just come back and unfreeze it. He doesn't have his ultimate, you should be fine. So yeah, that's the play. But instead, now we have to stay for another wave, which might be riskier. It shouldn't be, but it might be. So I would have just shoved that wave instantly. And this cannon wave would reset in the middle, right? Which is actually, like, the best. Because if Urgot does decide to shove, cannon waves take longer to shove, so you're not going to miss anything. Let's go, mid lane. Goose, did you send the mid lane of the site? But still, how you managed that was good. So you can see how the wave is now resetting close to the middle. So that was still, like, decent. What did we buy here? That's 225. I would get longsword boots. Never cloth armor. Yeah, never cloth. I know, I think I said maybe in one of our sessions, like, you want something for the stats in, like, a 1v1 and a brawl. But boots, I think, are just better in this situation. I know it looks fucking maybe weird or it goes against what I said before, but yeah. I'm trying to think of a way of explaining it and differentiating between the two. 1 second, bro. I'm just going to explain this. Like, I don't think you need the armor. That's kind of what I'm saying. I don't think you need a cloth armor to beat this guy. I think you're a lot better off with boots because it allows you to gap close. He's also got slow, or a slow in his Q, which is kind of fucking annoying. His ultimate as well. I just think it's better for you like dodging his stuff in lane and also just getting to him. If you're against maybe a Tryndamere or a Jax who is kind of fed, getting a cloth armor I think like has a lot more value. But yeah, I think boots here is just a lot better than cloth armor. Can you say that, Goose? Coaching on Kassadin one of these days. Not sure what I'm doing wrong. Twitch TV Stevens. Is that Stevens as in... Hang on a minute. Twitch TV Stevens. There's been like 3 Stevens in my fucking chat over like the past however many years. But yeah, bro, for sure. I'm fucking here for you. The Panth one trick? The Panth one trick. I know a Jax who's a Stevens who's a Jax one trick, I think. And there's someone in NA called Stevens who's a Jax one trick. Or plays Jax, I think, with Chase. But yeah, bro, for sure. Fucking anytime. Okay, what happens here, Goose? Let me have a look. So we run back to lane. So you're 10 CS up, right? So he just got boots. Nice. Doesn't get a whip, just gets boots. Is he actually meant to get a whip, Urgot? Yeah, for Stridebreaker, right? I mean, aren't people going like Frostfire and Titanic though? Kind of weird. Maybe he is, mate. Maybe he's a genius. Fucking hell, you're just going nuts on the wave. Yeah, I don't mind it. Okay. Just ult him. Just ult fucking, like, now. Yeah? Pop your refill. Ult him. So this is the freest kill of all time. Even if you ult him here, it's so good. Like, how does he survive? So Goose, when you're getting a gank, the earlier you ult, when you're in that position, which is so good, like you work hard to get in this position and you bait him beautifully, and then we're like, nah, I'm just gonna save my ultimate. Like, the question is, what are you waiting for? Like, what are you actually saving your ultimate for? To execute him? No. We don't use our ultimate as an execute. We use our ultimate to guarantee fucking kills. That's a guaranteed kill if you use ult. But you're trying to like be fancy with your W or like just auto attack him or be really greedy with your ultimate, just use it. Okay, you could like flash ult the Elise. Yeah, okay, you do it in the end, but... Or maybe you don't. So when she goes into a human form, she's got no escape. She flashes as well. Just flash ult. Just flash ult the Elise. Okay, yeah, you do it in the end. Good. There we go. There. Oh! Oh, oh my goodness, this Yi, bro. Oh, you played that so well. Okay, so thankfully, you got back in the game. What are you doing there, bro? Are you fucking trolling them? What are you doing? Let's have a look. Oh. Do some push-ups. Big refill. I see the refill now being used. Well done. Shoving this out, good. Yeah, so Tabi's like, I don't think you need him. And like the cloth armor just sitting there, I think looks shit. I think boots just looks a lot better. I think if you're gonna get a cloth armor, like getting a cloth armor with ninja tabis or steel cats, whatever, is gonna be better. Or like in as part of your bramble vest, if you can buy that item straight up, so much better than just having like one cloth armor. Pair of boots, I think is so much better than just one cloth armor. So if you can buy, so whatever that item is, the cloth armor builds into steel cats, bramble vest. If you can buy it straight up, 800 gold, 1100 gold, 10 times better than just having a cloth armor sitting there. That's just my opinion, anyway. Slow pushing this, good. Wave management is so much better, Goose. Really, really good. Might sound stupid, but I want you tapping like S more, right? So when you stop, so you can just like stand in the middle of the wave and just tap S. Even though Urgot's not here, it's just a good habit. If you just tap S and you just stand in the perfect position, like, you don't have to move all the time. So you like moving back and forward. Now you've got to, you see how like you're missing CS because you've got to like run around your minions. So you can just put your character here and just tap S. Instead, you're like running around your minions and through your minions. You know, you're not fucking Fizz. Don't look at lanes unless you have to. So looking at bot lane here is going to make you miss some CS in games. Like looking at your jungler, like I know it's a good habit to get into, but you don't have to do it all the time because you're going to miss CS for it. And you never want to do that. Right, pinging on the way, I like. Just ping once, get the minions. Do not miss minions to fucking camera control, okay? And to look good for my million viewer stream. And pinging like that as well. Get the minions first. Oh, that actually went through that time. What a fucking whack game. You wasting cooldowns like that before a dive as well? Like, just hold them. You can dive him so easy. Like, you ping to go in. What you want to do now, your priority, is just to hit the wave, right? Just hit the wave. Hit the wave, have all your abilities for the dive. You can just Alt-E, ye fucking one-shots him. He doesn't have flash, remember. You one-shot him. Now you've got no abilities for the dive, so it's really awkward. I mean, you still fucking kill him pretty easily, but yeah. Good. Straight into the E. Very nice. But, like, see how you don't have your fucking W? So your W maybe kills him. Yeah, see? Oh my god, what a champion. So it was a little awkward in the end, right? So don't use your abilities before you're about to dive, yeah? Same thing with, like, I said this the other day, like, if you're about to hit level 6, don't fucking use your abilities. You don't want to be level 6 with no cooldowns. Yeah, so he does go to, Hydra. Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck? Where's the tier map, mate? Right, Goose. You will be using your refill in every fight from now on, okay? So in every sesh we do, if I see a refill sitting there like that, it's over. The relationship. This guy doesn't. Oh, he might have his ultimate. No, I doubt it, though. This is important to know as well, bro. I don't know. But in terms of ults, right? You use your ultimate just before he used his, so I don't think his ultimate is up. But yeah, like, being scared of Elise is definitely real. Wait, he used it in the fight, did he? Or you mean, like, in the tower dive? Oh, ho, ho! Nice.